Houston, say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Hey there folks, welcome you all to part 6 of Game of Thrones on the PlayStation 3, and we are exactly where we were at the end of part 5, and we've to follow Hob, who's going to show us a secret way into the house. It was a bit of a luck that I spoke to him, to be fair, otherwise I could have been wandering around for ages trying to find a way into the place.
May the mother bless you, sir.
Whoa, the feck?
Is made up of rascals and brigands, my lord. They mill about town like the fox. 'Twas a good thing that you were here. Here we are. Do you see the trapdoor over there? It leads into the cellar. Practical and discreet. I've used it many a time coming home from the tavern.
And not a guard in sight. Perfect. I'll take it over from here.
Once you're down there, climb to the ground floor. Careful, the cellar is somewhat badly lit. Lambert hid his papers in his quarters, in a small recess behind an old shield. The woman's letter should be there. As for the other, well now, I don't know what to tell you. Check all the rooms. It must be somewhere.
I'll find it. Not to worry.
May the seven be with you, Lord.
And to you. The secret passage into the house. Using the dog to rip out a foe's throat means others can now detect you more easily. No shit. Well, a torch would be nice. Can we take this? That'll be a no. Well, there's the stairs. Might as well have a good route around. Well, a route around might find stuffs. It is my rich brother's house, of course. Might be lots of gold.
No,
Lots of these
this door
rings.
opens onto the square. Not exactly a discreet exit.
No. Lots of these rings that are kicking around. The very rare ones that are worth coin because they're very rare.
Our manse was ransacked. The City Watch really had a field day.
Sellsword mail shorts. Medium armor. Behind the shield, I remember him saying. Would you look at that? My sweet Gawen. This is the letter that we were to find. Oh, this is the letter from the woman. Madame Chatayas says that I am forever frowning when she brings me new clients these days. How can I not, when the sound of your warm laughter still echoes in my alcove? Your loyal Lambert led me to believe that you would soon return to King's Landing. It will be the perfect time to finish the game of kvass that still clutters my table. Do you recall the stakes we set? Your Falena who yearns for you.
I see. It would appear that my little brother developed an infatuation for one of Chatayas' whores. I must pay her a visit. This Falena might know where to find Gawain.
Oh, shit.
Unbelievable. We have guards at every entry point, but there's always a rat who manages to crawl in. Come on, men. There's vermin to get rid of here.
God's sake. I was trying to avoid using a potion, but I don't think we can. You did. That'll do. Yeah, top up our potions soon. It's getting expensive business topping up potions. Ask Falena what she knows about your brother. I thought there was 2 things to find in here though. The 7 coin. It's the cellar down there. Oh, hello. What's this? Letter from Gawens. There it is. My loyal Lambert, House Sarwick is in mourning. My lord father is dead, and I've been accused of murdering him. It is all part of an effort to prevent me from making claim to my lawful inheritance. I am heading in all haste to King's Landing. I must see King Robert to assert my rights and put a stop to these evil rumours about me. Ensure that all is ready for my arrival. Right. So we have both letters now. I think we just need to exit out the same way we came in. Yes, we must refill our flasks. They've been vital in those fights. He's got that quite cool thing, though, where you can use the power of light to top your health up in the battle. $15 coin, though, every time we fill those flasks. How far are we from a level up? That was the wrong thing to go into. Oh no. 2480 4000. Well, this looks like a rather nice place. Chatayas. Hey, a place of ill repute. Is it disrepute or ill disrepute? There's Chataya. Oh, blimey.
Now here's a visitor who brings back pleasant memories. Is that really you, Sir Alistair?
It has been a long time, Chataya.
It has been years since you honored us with your presence. It's been so long. I thought you'd lost interest in houses of pleasure.
You weren't wrong about that. My eyes have been opened to the light of Relor, and I took up the red robes of priesthood.
The gods gave us voices with which to sing their praises, hands to build their temples, and desire to honor them through our lovemaking.
You haven't changed, Chataya, but I have.
Excellent. If there's anything I can do to lighten your worries, it would be my pleasure. Just ask.
Falena must work here.
I'm looking for a certain Falena. Is she one of the girls in this house?
Falena is one of my most enchanting girls, and she is well educated. She will be just impertinent enough to please you, my dear. I'm surprised that you know her.
I learned that she was, rather close to my brother.
Of course. I should have known. Gawens very much enjoyed Falena's attentions. Would you care to spend some time in her pleasant company?
It would be a pleasure.
Do go upstairs. Her room is at the end of the corridor on the left. She has been rather sad as of late. Perhaps you will succeed in comforting her.
I'll see
Maybe.
what I can do.
Intriguing. Do you think we can...
Damn it, I've lost again. You must be cheating, you little slut. I know it.
Mayhaps my husband
My goodness me.
would prefer it if I played without my robe. That way you can be sure I don't
Can actually see her dancing there.
Many pardons, my lord, but are you not Sir Alistair Sarwick?
Varys.
I heard tell that you had returned to the Seven Kingdoms.
Indeed. You appear to know much about me. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
I realize that my impromptu intervention might have startled you, my lord, but pray, do not take umbrage. The return of a war hero could not help but attract my attention, particularly when his return proves to be so ostentatious.
I won no honors in the war, just scars. but you have yet to introduce yourself.
Your modesty does you honor, my lord. You forged quite a name for yourself fighting for King Robert in his rebellion. Excuse my rudeness. I've not yet told you my name. I am Lord Varys, and I hope you will count me as a friend. We never crossed paths 15 years ago, but perhaps you have heard of me?
He was a master of spy for the other side.
Lord Varys. Oh yes, I know you. You were Master of Whisperers to old King Aerys Targaryen. I did not recognize you, disguised as you are. I remember a more elegant man of the court.
Well, I am delighted to hear that. Let us simply say that I sometimes prefer to go unnoticed.
You haven't changed. Already in the time of Aerys, it was said that you had eyes in every court in Westeros, and that you knew everything about everyone. We rebels called you the Spider. Some of our lords were wary of you. You made some enemies along the way.
Alas, the people of the Seven Kingdoms have little affection for eunuchs. All of those noble knights and grand lords are loath to risk their reputations with informers and spies. But in the Game of Thrones, information is power. Those who most despise us are often the first to benefit from our whispers.
If he is a eunuch, he is not here by chance. How did he survive the end of the war?
Please pardon my curiosity, Lord Varys, but I find it surprising to see a person of your ilk frequenting houses of ill repute.
Well, there are 1,000 little nothings to be learned in this sort of establishment. Whores make men talkative, you understand. And since King Robert was kind enough to keep me in my position, I have much to do here.
He must be here to see me.
It would really surprise me if our meeting were purely chance.
Indeed, but my intentions are good. I wanted to discuss the Baratheon Rebellion.
Why not? There is one question that I have never been able to be free of. Do you believe that the rebellion was a good thing, after all is said and done? Is King Baratheon a better king than Targaryen?
Old King Aerys was mad, my lord. Mad and cruel. That no one can deny. His habit of burning the great people of the kingdom alive could only bring him to ruin. After that, any idiot could have passed for a good king. As for His Majesty, Robert, his subjects loved him. Of that I have little doubt, but he pays little heed to matters of the realm and remains blind to the enemies around him. I fear that a new storm brews on the horizon. Does that knowledge make you regret your part in the rebellion?
Some good came of it all the same. I find comfort in telling myself that all was not done in vain.
You were just one young knight amongst hundreds of others, and Tywin Lannister was always a demanding master. He dragged you into that war and you carried out your duty as a bannerman.
At the time, Lord Tywin wanted a foot in each camp. When he ordered us to fight for Robert, I chose to follow his orders, yes.
Why such bitterness, my friend? You fought valiantly, and more importantly, you were on the winning side. You could have brought renown, fortune, and glory to your house, if you had so wished. And yet, when the time came to reap the benefits of your efforts, you turned away and left Westeros. I admit that I do not understand why.
The rebellion was not nearly as noble as it is portrayed in the tales and songs. You yourself know that. It is one thing to face an armed enemy. It is quite another to attack those who are already vanquished. Let us say that the last orders that I received left a bad taste in my mouth. I preferred to go. I did not want glory won in that manner.
It was a courageous decision, sir. It is often easy to forget that it is our choice whether or not to obey. Perhaps it would interest you to learn that your old squire, Valar, did not spurn the honors as you did. Lord Tywin Lannister covered him in gold and knighted him to reward him for his exploits and his unfailing loyalty.
For his unspeakable brutality, you mean to say? I had the opportunity to behold his work again in the square. Such a wild beast should not be left to roam free, much less granted a command. It is an invitation to disaster.
Have a care, my friend. Sir Valor has become an important member of the court. He is a faithful supporter of Queen Cersei's. And he could cause you great harm if you were to make him an enemy. I strongly recommend that you avoid making such remarks in public.
I watched him grow in both size and ferociousness. I know what he is capable of better than anyone. No need to worry, though. I won't go provoking him without cause.
What a relief. Now, I'm afraid that I must beg your leave. Please excuse me. I'm afraid that my little birds are always chirping and demanding my attention. Make the most of your stay with Chataya. I hope to see you again soon.
Master of Whispers. Hot tub of water. Right, looks like we're going in here.
You are Falena, if I'm not mistaken. Chatayas said that I might find you here.
You are not mistaken, my lord. How might I please you?
A one-on-one will be enough to satisfy me. Preferably far from prying ears.
My lord needs only close the door. At Chatayas, the walls are thick and the beds are deep.
Slow down. I just want to speak with you.
Oh, in that case, it will be done according to my lord's pleasure.
I am Alistair, of House Sarwick. I imagine that means something to you.
Sarwick? By the maiden, you are from Gawens' family, are you not? Did he send you? How is he? When will he return?
She seems to have a great affection for Gawens.
By Relor's flame. Why are you so concerned with my brother's fate?
My lord, I know the realities of my profession. Chataya treats us well, but in a few years I will be too old to draw men's eyes. And what awaits me then? Begging or walking the docks? I wish for Lord Gawain to take me into his service. Not to marry him. I'm not that naive. But he has always been attentive and charming. He will make a good master. He and I have talked about this.
I understand your worries, but all of this does not tell me where he is. You recently sent him a love letter. You seem to be aware of his movements.
Yes, my lord. Lord Gawain told me he was going to River Spring in order to visit his father. Lambert, his servant, would send me news. He told me that Lord Gawain planned to return to King's Landing shortly. So that he wouldn't forget to pay me a visit, I sent him a message.
He came here?
Yes, but my message was for naught. He came directly here soon after his arrival in town. He found out that the City Watch was looking for him. It was I who washed the dust of travel from him. He did not even go to his home first.
Well thought. Knowing that the gold cloaks were likely watching the house, coming here was a good decision.
He was very nervous. He hardly spoke to me that night. I tried to ask him questions about the patricide rumors, but they only made him angry. The last thing he said was that he would go to the Red Keep, that the Crown would hear what he had to say, and that he had more than one card to play. He left at the first light of dawn. I have had no news since, and the gold cloaks continue to search for him. Something must have gone wrong.
Indeed. It would appear that Gawain never returned to the Sarwick residence.
What do you plan to do, my lord? The City Watch has searched for him in vain for days. Even Lord Varys does not know his whereabouts, and Lord Varys knows all.
I will hunt for Gawens. What does Varys have to do with anything?
You spoke of Gawain with the eunuch. Why? What did he want?
He asked me questions, my lord. Nearly the same ones you did. He said he wanted to help him.
Strange. Why would the Master of Whisperers want to help a fugitive escape the King's justice?
I don't know why, but Lord Varys has always been good to us here. He has given us many reasons to be thankful for his attention. As far as he knows, the City Watch never caught Lord Gawain. The gold cloaks have nothing to do with his disappearance.
Yes, I thought so. They came to search the Sarwick residence and are still looking for him. I will go to the Red Keep and see if I can find out more about him.
Wait, this cloak belongs to Lord Gawain. He forgot it. Take it, please.
I know this cloak.
By the fire! That's Sarwick Giltwater's. I remember seeing Father wear it on many a special occasion. Indeed, a cloak is more appropriate for a royal interview. I wasn't expecting to find it in this place.
Lord Gawain wore it when he would come to visit. Since he was a wanted man, he feared it would attract too much attention, so he preferred leaving it here. I am sure he would be happy to know that the cloak is in the hands of a kinsman.
This cloak is worth a fortune. How kind of you to return it to me.
You're making me blush. Frankly, I'm uncomfortable keeping this cloak in my residence. If the gold cloaks were to find it, I could get into trouble. Take it, please. It's yours. I pray to the maiden to help you in your search. Find Gawain, my lord. Bring him back safe and sound.
I would need more than the help of an imaginary goddess, but I appreciate the intention, as I'm sure my brother does as well. Farewell, Falena.
Wow. Does that mean we can put a new cloak on? Sarwick Giltwater's bargaining chance plus 6%. It's only the bargaining that's any better, I think. It's nice though.
There, that's him. You're obviously looking for trouble, Sir Alistair. In the Crown's name, you are under arrest.
What is it I stand accused of, officer?
You are accused of murder. Guards from the City Watch were killed in your home just today.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I just arrived in King's Landing. Men died in my home? Do you have any leads?
You're quite confident, Sir Alistair, but your story isn't fooling anyone. Several witnesses saw you leave your home immediately after the incident.
The King's justice concerns everyone, my lord, even people of your standing. Give yourself up.
What will become of him?
He will be stripped of his weapons and brought to the dungeons of the Red Keep. If he's found guilty, tradition allows him to choose his own punishment. He will either be sent to the wall to take the black, or be beheaded.
Now that's an amusing notion.
And if you should be foolish enough to resist, my men are just outside, and they would eagerly welcome a chance to avenge their brothers in arms. A simple gesture from me, and this brothel will be left in ruins.
Sir Alistair, I pray, none of that here. Think of my girls.
Very well, officer. I'll follow you.
Well, this is going well. Maybe we'll meet up with Moors.
Courage, Alistair, courage. A few days spent in the dungeons of the Red Keep won't be the death of me. They're bound to send me someone to speak with.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Hello, Lord Sarwick.
Lord Varys?
It is too bad these surroundings are not as pleasant as our last encounter. How has your stay been?
Long. I had expected a quick trial when the men of the City Watch came to arrest me. I was mistaken. You are the first person to come and visit me. Why are you here? Usually my only visitors are rats.
You see, the fact that you don't seem to care about yourself rather pleases me. Your escape will go unnoticed for quite some time.
My escape? Has someone decided to help me out of here?
I am here to serve you, my Lord Sarwick.
What could you possibly gain from that?
The balance of the Seven Kingdoms is delicate, and I predict more upheaval to come. It is clear that you have a role in what is to come.
Thank you for your concern, but I refuse to leave these cells as a fugitive. I prefer to await my trial and defend my name before the crown.
You are quite the optimist.
I am sorry if I've ruined your plans. I intend to meet with the Queen. I must take back Riverspring and keep that traitor Valar from getting his hands on it. To do that, my name must be cleared. Otherwise, how can I plead my case before the Queen?
Cleared? You've killed Goldcloaks, my friend.
Who has accused me? One of Valar's soldiers? Then it will be my word against his.
I see. It may not go as smoothly as you imagine. Believe me when I tell you that it will be several more weeks before your trial. In the meantime, Zavala will have wed your sister.
Valar is the one who truly preoccupies you, is he not? That's why you're here, making this proposal.
Only the kingdom preoccupies me, my friend. That said, we may find common ground.
I'm listening.
I can get you an audience with the Queen. Today, if you wish it.
I doubt that a fugitive would be allowed to approach her, much less speak to her.
You only knew Cersei Lannister as a naive young princess, dear man. Since her marriage, she has become a strong-willed queen with a burning ambition, well-versed in intrigue. She has been filling the court with her creatures for years now.
So?
Thus, the virtue she prizes above all else is loyalty, which she rewards generously. That is how Zavala moved up in court, and therein, paradoxically, lies your opportunity. Swear blind allegiance to the Queen, become her devoted servant, and she will give you what you desire.
And you believe that Valar will just sit there and allow me to thwart his ambitions?
Oh, I doubt that very much. It is quite likely that he will strike back at you eventually, but in front of the Queen, he won't dare to use force. Of course, he will try to remind her of her commitments, but she has never been capable of the same loyalty that she demands of her men. Impress her. Make yourself more desirable than your rival, and you will win.
He's right, it's worth a try.
You're right. It could very well work. You give good advice when it's in your best interests, Lord Varys. How do you plan on getting me out of here?
As you may imagine, I have no desire to be seen in the company of a fugitive when I go back up. You'll have to manage on your own. Here is the key to your cell. Once I've left, you will leave and head towards the guard room. You will find the guard asleep at his post. I'll wager that he was served a particularly strong glass of wine.
Very well. And the others? Surely the king's prisons are not guarded by just one drunk man.
Don't worry. In the very depths of the Red Keep, there are paths known only to ghosts and spiders.
Secret passages in the Red Keep?
Are you saying that the throne room can be accessed through secret passages without being seen by anyone?
Indeed. When the Red Keep was built, King Maegor the Cruel made certain that the fortress walls were all connected by a vast network of secret passages. These passages allowed his spies to see and hear everything that occurred in every room in the keep. It is said that Maegor had every man who worked on its construction executed in order to keep the passages secret.
Apparently that was not enough.
Indeed. But don't forget, Lord Sarwick, it is my duty to stay informed. I am the only one who knows all of its entrances and the full extent of its meanderings.
I see. Then tell me how to access the throne room.
Pass by the row of cells across from yours. Look for the one with the flagstone on the floor bearing the sigil of the Targaryen dragon. It is a passage towards the tunnels. Past that point, be on your guard.
Very well. But do not expect my gratitude. I'm sure that helping me serves your plans.
I will await you at the end of the passage to give you access to the throne room, where you will meet the Queen. Good luck, Lord Alistair, and I will see you soon.
Right then, escape from Red Keep's dungeons.
By the flame, it's our quartermaster. So he's the one I heard yelling. May R'hllor welcome him to his light.
He did.
Wine's too strong, eh? Obviously Varys truly knows how to live.
Well, that's coin. Do I get my bits back or not?
Do you remember what happened the last time Sir
I haven't got any armor or anything. I get slaughtered. That will do. Alistair's belongings, thank you. Key to the Red Keep cells. Sellsword mail gauntlets. Right, let's get our bits and pieces on. Let's put the bow on by default, isn't it? The rapier had the yeah. I thought the rapier was the one I was using. 44 to 50, 42 to 48, but it's got chance to inflict bleeding. Right, I think we are good to go. Don't think there's such a way of sneaking around this, is there? It's going to be a case of just fighting whatever comes across us, I think.
There, the dragon. The passage that Varys told me about must be hidden in that cell. Relor, guide me. You who see all, reveal to me what is hidden in the dark.
Nice. Yeah, I can do that anytime. It's a bit like the dog with the other guy, it's the dog. I thought I was meant to be going up to the throne room, but it's a maze, I tell you. There's a door there. Oh, there's a door there.
Is this a jest? Did you really think he could come through here? Don't even know where here is. Let's keep looking, agreed? That's right. We'll keep looking. And if we find anything...
There's the bastard. Whoa. Dragon head. It's blooming dark down here, isn't it, eh? Has it kept the... No, it's not. I changed that in the previous game and it seems to have... That's a bit better, isn't it? He says, running into a door that doesn't open. Whoa. The hell was that? Oh, it was a lever. Thank you. That's where we went in, isn't it? Oh, did that allow me to get up here, did it? No. What's going on? Have it, thank you.
Thank you, my lord. One might say that you arrived just in time.
You! Who are you? What are you doing in these tunnels?
Lord Varys sent me. He was worried that you wouldn't find your way alone.
Well, how very considerate of him. I was beginning to think that he'd sent me here to get lost.
I was also to warn you that the gold cloaks seek you, but those brutes found me first.
I saw that. Enough talk, child. You know the way out of here? Then show me.
Of course, my lord. Follow me.
Follow me! Oh, hello. Coin. Angle. The angle glaive again. Get that quite a lot in this game. 22 on that one. 23 on that one. I think it's the same as the other angle glaive, isn't it? In fact, it stacked them.
There's a door over here. If only I could find the mechanism.
Let me see.
Got it. Ooh. I thought he was supposed to be leading the way. Why am I leading the way? Come on, man, earn your coin. Alright, it's there. Oh, hello. That'll do. Got a bit close there. Come on, no drops from that. It's a bit harsh. Another very rare seal. Just found two in like 2 seconds, haven't we? I think we'll have a save now. We've done a few fights. Looks like we're meeting Queen Cersei very soon. Supposed to be close to our level up here, are we not? Yeah, another 1,000 points to go. Jesus Christ. Small wooden shield, sellsword coat of mail. Pretty sure they're not going to be better than what we've got. In fact, we're not using a shield anyway, are we, for this character? Although, yeah, because we put a shield on, didn't we? And it said that I was doing damage to myself by having it on because it's not built for it. Actually, I'm wearing medium armor anyway. Yeah, mine's better. More of the gold cloaks through there, whatever they're called. Jesus, throwing the fights at us now. Guy's hammering me. Oh, it's this bow guy, that's what it is. Yeah, I think we need to target the bow guys pretty early on. Leather gloves might be quite good. What have I got on at the minute? None. .63 health and they're light as well. Wait a minute, I've got van braces on. Oh, I see. Yeah, you can't have gloves and van braces. I see. So we're actually fine the way we are because they're better. As we were. No wonder Lord Varys was worried I wouldn't find my way out. God's sakes.
This is where I leave you, my lord. I'm not permitted to show myself on the occupied floors of the Red Keep.
Why? Do you also have problems with the law?
No, but Lord Varys doesn't want the court to know too much about his little birds. He's quite insistent on that. Go up one more floor. On your right, you'll see a passage leading to the entrance to the dungeons. Lord Varys will find you there.
In that case, go, before the other guards arrive. You've been a great help.
The honor was all mine, my lord. Good speed.
Good speed to you. One more floor. Ah. Have it. Whoa, where'd this guy come from? Oh, there's another crossbow guy. God damn it. Sneaky little hobbitses. Whoa, hello. There's another guy next to me. Oh, it's Varys. Thanks for the help, Varys. Ooh, hello. Sellsword gauntlets, no good, but we can sell them. Did alright there considering. We only used one potion in all of those fights, as far as I remember.
Alistair, finally. I had begun to worry that your adventure had come to a most unfortunate end.
It was a close call. The tunnels are swarming with guards. Your little bird came in quite handy.
Yes, this dear treasure is very resourceful, discreet, and loyal too.
What next? Which path must I take to reach the Queen?
Most importantly, have you considered what you will say to her when she asks how you escaped?
I will use it to demonstrate my talents. If she is as ambitious as you have described, she will value my services that much more.
Excellent. It would be very unfortunate for both of us if my name were to reach the Queen's ears. She probably hates me as much as she does her imp of a brother. The throne room is at the top of the stairs behind me. At this hour you should find the Queen in the upper gallery.
You always find a way to win on all fronts, don't you?
As for me, I will make these bodies disappear. It wouldn't do to add this massacre to your charge. Good luck, my lord, and remember, the Queen does not like to be taken for a fool.
Queen Cersei is currently in the Red Keep's throne room. Use this opportunity to plead your case. Excellent. Well, as it happens, that seems like an ideal place to wrap things up. And we shall go and see Queen Cersei at the beginning of the next part. From this very point, it has been an honour and a privilege serving for you once again in Game of Thrones on the PS3. And I shall catch you next time, folks. Take it easy. Bye.